Okay, astrology time, and today is Tuesday, and the moon, it's September the 9th, and the moon's going to be in Aries all day long. So, what do we got going on? We're amassing some energy, right? It comes to us as we invoke it, okay? This is about positioning yourself. This isn't about actually doing crazy amounts of stuff or anything like that, because it's still a little too early for that. We're still in that in-between phase between the lunar eclipse that just happened and we're heading in towards the solar eclipse, because it's eclipse season. This is where we transform. This is where the stuff can become transformational, but we can't, it doesn't get done in one day, right? It does not. So, look, call that energy to you. Is it love, or are you calling for love, or are you looking to strengthen your home base? You could be doing both, right? You could. That's what can be happening. We're in a position. Careers have moved. We're changing. We're shifting. We're doing these things. Nothing's going to coalesce, and nothing's going to be as it should be, most likely until that new moon occurs in Virgo towards the end of the right around the 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there, right? 23rd, 24th, I think it's 23rd. So what we're really looking at is it just getting ready for it, right? This is your adventure. This is where we prepare for the surge of that new moon that I just talked to you about, as the sun and moon are going to elevate our very sense of self right around that day. So, got a couple weeks to prepare for it, right? Our key word is anointing. Accept your role. Accept your responsibility. Do what you have to do. The color for today is a red candle burning. You can see the way it calls to you in all of its glory. It's a lovely thing, but that can feel fleeting somewhat. That's because it isn't quite here yet. Get frustrated, right? That instant gratification. We need it now. I want it now. I want the whole world. Exactly. We're being asked to double check our knowledge this week. Okay? Do it. This isn't a bad thing. Virgo season, right? What details could you possibly be missing? What is something that you may have overlooked, that you may be needing to go back and take a look at? Because we're going to call all that stuff into force for us towards the end of this moon cycle and at the beginning of the next one. And attention can lead to frustration today. Go slow if that's you. That's right. Remember, under the radar. Yeah, the grass does look greener, but that grass, that could be your future yard too, okay? You have to know what it is that you're feeling, both personally and objectively moving forward, right? There's a whole thing about this that, okay, it seems to be, it's almost like, I wanted to get into it, but I'm not going to get into it. What I really want to talk about today is just that, things aren't what they seem, because we've got that, we've got the moon in the same sign as Neptune. So there's a little bit of something there that's like, oh, okay, because Neptune's that big dream, and we're actually going to go back into Pisces and take that dream forward. So we're going to go watery with it first, and then we're going to come out and just be all flames and the dragsters coming off the line, right? Just boom, doing that quarter mile. So let's talk about this. Today, not that start, right? That's not that beginning. That's not that dragster. We're just dreaming up the car. Dreaming up that record run, right? Dreaming up that whole march to greatness that we want to invoke for ourselves. That energy we're calling in. That energy that we're calling in can have kind of an optical illusory feel today, right? It's almost like those old mirrors, right? Objects are closer than they seem. Yeah, you know what, though? Think about this. Do you remember those mirrors? Don't rely on the blind spot sensor, okay? You're using the mirror. The mirror is not telling you what the reality is because the objects appear to be larger than they were. Then they came up with these little triangles or indicators saying you got a blind spot there. If you rely upon that and you're not looking, somebody can pull into that blind spot while you're changing lanes, and guess what? That doesn't work, does it? You gotta know what's all around you before you commit to action. Same thing with today. That's what the energy feels like today. Is it a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. It's going to be a very positive vibe to today. It's going to be playful. It's going to be energetic. There's going to be some things that are happening that's just, there'll be some laughs. There'll be some good times. Just know what's around you before you commit. And finally, it's another late day and a short night, rather. So it's completely out of your hands and it follows the flow. So just go with it, right? Aries doesn't know when to stop, right? The moon in Aries just gives that little bit of that to everybody. So, what seems like it should wrap up doesn't wrap up. Sometimes it's better, right? As it gets colder outside, the mists are going to begin to appear in the early hours, like in the mornings. We're going with the flow. All right. Now, here's something that's kind of amazing. In 1919, the hydrofoil was designed by Alexander Graham Bell, his wife Mabel Bell, and by F.W. Casey Baldwin. And they set a new water speed record of 114 kilometers per hour in Bras d'Or, Nova Scotia, and that's in 1919. Now, there's two things that came to my mind when I did this. Alexander Graham Bell designed a hydrofoil? Cool. And the second part would be his wife is named Mabel. Now, I don't know if you're old enough to remember this, but everybody in the old days, there was one telephone company. And it was Bell Telephone. And everybody called it Ma Bell. Who knew Ma Bell was Mabel? Okay. And our birth is in 1977. It's Stuart Price. He's an electronic musical artist, DJ, songwriter, and record producer. He's produced records for Madonna, The Killers, Seal, and Kylie Minogue. And he's born in Paris, France. Happy birthday, Stuart. And that's all we have for you. I appreciate and love every single one of you. I got to tell you, really appreciate the growth that we've been having lately. And I want you to keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on sharing. Keep on reposting. Keep on saving the stuff for later. It's having an effect and it's working. And I really appreciate it because the more people we reach, just the more fun it is, right? I mean, why not? You like it? Your friends should deserve to know it. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much. Somebody's calling me for, I had somebody on TikTok asking me for a podcast. I do have a podcast. This is on all your major podcast sources, such as Spotify, such as Apple, such as Amazon, such as what else do I? Oh, Pocket Cast. Pocket Cast is another good one. But there's like 9 or 10 podcast providers that you can all find it on as the daily-astrocat. That's just daily-astrocat. Astrocat's all one word. And that's all you need to know. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Share it along, okay? Appreciate and love every single one of you. Today is a 7. Happy astrocatting.